live. It is 10, I don't know, 10:38. And we're going to be on here for about 20 minutes. So hopefully people will jump in soon and we'll have our quick little live this morning. Oh, I have people on. Yay, finally. We've been having trouble this morning. I don't know why, but we've been having people on trouble this morning. So now people are jumping on. Yay. I don't know what was wrong. I did everything the same way as I always do. Mr. B did the same thing as we always do. But now it's working, so that's good to know. Today we're going to talk about focus. We're going to talk about being resilient. Those are the things we're going to talk about today. Being focused and being resilient. So I can't wait for your questions and comments, and I can share with you about how focus gives you power and how being resilient is what you have to be as a thinking person, a thinking woman. So I'm looking forward to that. Good morning. If you'll say good morning to me, say your name for me. If it's not in your handle, I'd like to call you by name this morning. See who's on here with me. Appreciate that. My sister Marty is traveling today, so she is not monitoring today. Mr. B is sitting to my left, and Maggie May is sleeping in her crate to my right. Anybody? Going to say hello? Also, make sure you're in live chat, not top chat. Thank you so much. Lisa says, love your hair length, Kat. Thank you, Lisa. Linda Robinson, good morning, all from New Hampshire. Hi, Linda. Dickie Talmadge from Santa Paula, California says hi to Kat and Mr. B. Margaret Rose says, hi, everybody. So good to hear from you girls this morning. Did y'all have problems getting in? Were there more? Oh, there were more. Sarah said, good morning from Wisconsin. Tracy, hey, Tracy, said hi, Kat and Mr. B. Candace said, good morning. Angela said, good morning from Angela and Elena. We've missed you. I've been here. Carol Dickens, hi, Kat. Good to see you. Mary Sellers says, hi, Kat and Mr. B. Roll Tide. Laura Pennell says, good morning. Joyful Noise Mom. Jocelyn from Central Texas says, good morning and says it's sunny there. Lita said, good morning. Candace said she had time to grab a cup of coffee. See, there's a good thing for everything, good reason for everything. Laura said, good, I need more focus. Sarah said, joined Patreon last week and have been loving it. I'm so glad, Sarah. Linda Robinson, good morning to all from New Hampshire, New York, New England. I don't know where you're from a new place. Amanda said, good morning, looking forward to hear from you today. Mr. B said, happy Monday, everyone. Okay, I think I got everybody. Let's see. No, we got more on the end. Alden, good morning. It's rainy here. Lisa said there are 20 greetings above. Got them, Lisa. Now we are rolling. Good morning, all. Shari E. Hi, Shari. Wow, this is the first time I'm catching you live. I'm from Central Texas. So welcome to our group, Shari. So happy to have you. Lindsay Reitz said, good morning from California. Lacey Troster, good morning. No trouble getting in. Thank goodness, because I had trouble getting on. Lisa Chapman, great morning. Great morning to you. Okay, so we're going to talk about focus today in the few minutes that we have this morning. We've got about 18 minutes left. So focus gives you power. That's why you need a plan, a written plan to keep you focused. Because when you're focused, you're going to get things done. Being unfocused means your phone rings and you pick it up in the middle of decluttering. Oh, hi, sis. Really? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go get that. Let me read it to you. Oh, yeah, mom said that too. Did you get new shoes? Blah, 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 blah. And you're not doing your 15 minutes. I know, because I have two sisters. Also, being unfocused means that you think, oh gosh, I'm too hungry to do this. I need to stop and get a bite real quick. And then you never go back to it. Or, you kids, stop that. I told you I'm in here working. No, give it back to him. Give that to me. Give that to me. That's unfocused. Okay? So what you have to do is be a thinking woman and say, when is there a 15-minute segment in my day that I can do my decluttering? Because we're talking about decluttering right now. When is there a 15-minute segment of my day that I can declutter? What am I going to declutter? Do I have the tools to declutter? Do I have the mental attitude ready? Because if I don't, I need to straighten that out because I've got to have a good attitude about decluttering. I've got to be ready to give it away, ready to throw it away, or ready to keep it, depending on my space, depending on my needs, depending on my likes, depending on my family. So, you've got to be focused. And I want to talk to you about what that looks like. And I've shared this with some of my mentees this last week. And that is if you look at a whirlpool like this, right? This part is drilling down. That's where the power is. That's the focus of the whirlpool. But this outside edge gets bigger and bigger, and it's really not doing much. It's just kind of going in circles. But if you want things done, you've got to be focused in the center. So I want you to think about focusing so that when you get ready to do your work, you say to your children, listen to me. I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to be working in there for 15 or 20 minutes. I do not want to hear one thing out of you. You have everything you need. You've had lunch, you've got your work, or you've got your whatever you've given them, your toys. Do not hit each other. You follow our family rules. And I am going to be back in 15 to 20 minutes. If you are good, you will get a reward. If you are bad, you will have consequences. Is that clear? Do you understand, mommy? Okay. And if you've got babies where you have to call yourself mommy to them, those are the ones you need to be talked to like that. If you have children that are older that call you mom or mama, those are the ones that you need to say, hey, don't bug me. I'm going to be done in 20 minutes. Do not come in here and bother me. Do you understand? Okay. Uh, That's if your kids are misbehaving. If your kids are great, just say, hey guys, I know I can depend on you. I've got to go in the kitchen for about 15 or 20 minutes and get some work done. You do your things while I'm doing this. Please don't bother me. I've got my phone turned off and I'm going in there. Now you turn off your phone, you put in your AirPod or your earbuds or whatever you want to. You turn on your music, you make sure you're not hungry, you get yourself a drink of water, you have your plan, you focus and you have power to drill down. You have power to get it done. You've got a bag, you've got a basket, you've got a box, right? You're going to declutter by putting the garbage in the garbage bag, the giveaway in the box, and the things you're going to keep that don't belong in this area in a basket. You're going to work for 15 minutes, one shelf at a time. You're not bouncing from part of this room to part of this room to another room to back to this room. That won't work. Focus. Don't run around. In the old book, the Sidetracked Home Executives, which Marla Silly used as a springboard to make the Flylady. And what I teach is kind of a combination of both of those, plus all of my experience in the many years I've been helping people and mentoring people over 7 years with their personal decluttering. Then I want you to know that in the old book, it says, nail your foot to the floor. Of course, you don't physically nail your foot to the floor, but mentally get yourself there and stay there. Listen to your music, whatever it is that turns you into a calm person or an energetic person or whatever it is you need. Listen to that kind of music and do your work for 15 minutes. And that's it. Beep, time's up. You're done. Put your garbage in the garbage bag outside in the big garbage. Next, take that box to the back of the car, cover it with a beach towel or something so that nobody digs through it before you have time to throw it away give it away on errand day. And finally, take that basket of things that don't belong in this section, take it to the sections it does belong in, or they do belong in. You may have several different sections, and put those away. If there's no room in that room to put those away because you've got so much clutter in all your hidden clutter spaces, like cabinets and drawers and closets, then put it in a box in the corner. I know that sounds the opposite of what decluttering is for, but you have to get there. And in order to get there, you have to undo some things. Okay, so you have to undo some things. You have to put some things in the corner, and you say to your family, do not touch that. I have a plan for that. Okay, all right. I want questions on this, on focus, and then we're going to talk about being a thinking person, being flexible. Okay, because if you have a plan and you're not flexible, you're going to crack. So let's see if I have any comments so far. Lolette is here, my Zell. Candace said, my attitude has completely changed over time. I've been following you. I so love my organized and clean home that I now enjoy cleaning and do on unscheduled cleaning throughout the week. Isn't that fabulous? That's because it's so much easier to clean if there's no clutter. It's so much more pleasant. Hi, Gani. How are you, my love? Vicky said, hi, Kat from Santa Paula. That's a repeat, isn't it? Lindsay said, I can be very unfocused. Last week, I had some things going on that I needed to talk to people about, and it ended up being on the phone way too much the whole week, threw off my whole plan. So, as a thinking woman, can you tell me what you should have done, Lindsay? Because I know you're bright. I know you can tell me. What should you have done? Now that you look at that, what could you have done to make that go better? Okay? Or anyone else here can give a comment. I know the answer, but I want to see if you have the answer. And Lindsay, I believe you hold the answer in your heart. Dickie, okay? And while we're waiting on that answer, I'm going to start talking about being flexible, being a person who has a plan, but also, and this is the biggest thing, is to be a thinking woman, to be a thinking person, a person who uses their head. Then I want you to know that if you have this plan, you cannot say, oh, I must do this now and I must do that now. Be quiet, child. I'm sorry if you hurt your knee. I have to do this. If you don't have a flexibility and your child hurts their knee, you know you're not going to say that to your child. You're going to stop and you're going to fix your child's knee, and maybe they need to go get stitches. And you're going to say, well, the day's ruined. You had lunch and you've still got the whole rest of the day, if you're an at-home mom, that you can do your 15 minutes in. You have to be flexible. You have to think. Or you can say, you know what? It's today has too many other things that I've already planned that really must be done today that can't be moved off. I can't readjust my schedule that way, but I can work 30 minutes tomorrow in my zone. So that's what I'm going to do. Or in two 15-minute segments. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what kind of answers have been coming in here. Candace said, when the house is clean, anything dirty or out of place really stands out. Isn't that the truth? Linda said, the only thing I can think is to schedule the phone conversations and keep them to a time limit. And that's the answer. Keep them to a time limit. You don't, if somebody calls you, obviously you can't schedule that. But if you needed to call someone, then you have to say, you know what, I'm going to allow 30 minutes for this call. And I'll tell you, the hardest is when you have to get in a queue and wait for 25 minutes. Or if I have to wait longer than, if they say your wait is going to be 25 minutes, I would push the button that said, and they usually offer this, we can call you back. And then you can have them call you back, or you can put it on speaker and go work at your 15-minute routine and put the stuff away, and ta-da, it's done while you've been waiting on the phone. Or, and I often do this, you can do things while you're talking to your sister or your mother or your friend. You can make your bed. You can empty the dishwasher. You can put clothes in the washing machine. You can. You can even go through your paper clutter while you're talking on the phone. These are not brain-numbing things that you're doing here. This housekeeping is not hard. So use your brain. Do not use anything as an excuse. Okay? All right, let's see what we've got here. So good answer, Lindsay. Sarah, I thought I was great at focusing until I started trying to complete the process more. And I realized that I've been leaving things mid-process a lot more than I thought. Isn't that funny? But you know what? You've noticed it. You're a thinking woman. Now what can you do? What can you do about that, Sarah? Laura said, I have a hard time with the put away box. I might be trying to keep too much. Is that true? Do you know that to be true in your bright mind? Because that's probably true. It's probably true. Camber, hi Camber. What about breaking up the 15 minutes in the day? Or does that not work because you won't be focused enough? 15 minutes is such a small increment of time that I wouldn't encourage you to break that up. I would encourage you to stay with at least 15 minutes. 15 minutes isn't much. The people that I personally mentor, I have them on 30 minutes. I don't want you on 30 minutes because you don't have me to help you balance that out. You do 15, okay? 15 is not big. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. Thank you, my darling. Tina, hi, Kat. Just wanted to say thank you for the encouragement last week. I've been fully back on plan all week. That's wonderful, Tina. I'm so proud of you. Mr. B has my link up if you want to be personally mentored. Ooh, yeah, that's good. I believe I've got 2 4 times a month slots open and maybe 1 2 times a month slots open and 1 financial planning open. So let me tell you what those are. If you want to be mentored by me and you're one of my patrons on my Patreon channel, and you can get to be one of those by spending $5 a month, less than a cup of coffee nowadays at Starbucks, you're going to get a video 5 days a week, unless it's a holiday. And because I've always made them on the holidays, but I've got a new system. I'm not making them on holidays anymore. But because shouldn't I get a break? I think so. I want you to have a break on a holiday. But good morning, Nancy. What I want you to do, what, Larry?
Don't get distracted.
I'm not distracted, but you're distracting me. So what I'm saying is $5 a month will put you in as a patron. Once you're my patron, you can listen to those videos, which I've already had a comment on here today that they joined, that person joined. It was one of my first girls on here. I can't think of your name already. Sorry. But she said, wow, she's really enjoying it. Every day I tell you exactly what to do in your home. Every Monday through Friday. And if you're a payroll person, I will refer to what you need to do on Saturday and what you need to do during the week. Okay? So if you're a patron, you can send me a personal message through Patreon and say, hey, I'd like to know if there's a spot for me. Here's what I'm interested in. And give me your phone number. I will personally call you and say, hey, here's what I've got. Here's how, here's what days those are on. Is that going to work for you? Would you like me to wait list you for something? If it works for you, then you can have it. If it's 4 times a month, it's $100 a month, less than a housekeeper. If it's twice a month, it's $50 a month. Not as effective as 4 times a month, but still good. I don't offer 1 time a month anymore because that is ineffective. And then I have financial, and financial is 1 hour once a month to help you get your finances in shape. I also have magic meal planning. We could change any of those 2 times a month into a magic meal planning if you need help with meal planning. Okay. All right. How are we doing on time? Ooh, it's almost time to go. And my dog's waking up. Sarah said, streamlined and just feel like more now that I'm not used. Streamlined and just feel like more now because I'm not used to it. Completing every little thing throughout the day feels like I'm doing a lot more work than when I did only 90%, but then inevitably had to go back to clean up after myself later. Does that get more streamlined and just feel like more now because I'm not used to it? Yes. And you will, it's like practicing to ride a bike. It's like learning to walk. It's like learning to swim. It sounds so easy on paper, but when you do it, it's a little difficult. You have to exercise those muscles, exercise that brain, exercise your coordination. That's what's happening. But the more you do it, the easier it will get. Okay? All right, Lolette, I am so thrilled when I walk through a room and constantly scan to see if anything needs to be put away. That's wonderful, Lolette. All right, girls, our time is up. Sarah said, noticing and paying attention allows me to follow through with the goal of completing. There we go. All right, girls, that's it for today. I know it was short and sweet. Hi, Karen. You want to see how big Maggie is? Come here, Magsy. Come on up. Oh, you're such a big girl. Come on up. Come on up. Oh, that's Maggie. Right in the mouth. Maggie, look. Maggie, look. See? Maggie, look. See? Stand behind that, Daddy. Look at that, Maggie, man. Look at that. You're such a pretty girl. All right. Was there a YouTube problem? Yes, there was. You love Maggie, isn't she, Joy? Oh, my goodness. Okay, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Don't chew my hand. Bye-bye. Bye, girls. Sarah K., I definitely felt the same way when following Kat. Okay, I can't read these. They're going by too Love the pup. Maggie is big. Yeah, look at her tail way back there, and here she is way up here. She's 30 pounds. She's grown, and she's been spayed. She's just not mature. All right, girls. See y'all next week. Unless I see you this week when I'm mentoring you. Have a wonderful week, and always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful. Bye.